What's up guys, it's me, Slay, and right now we're going to be talking about how I was making money online. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's kind of easy. So hopefully you guys follow along and I'll teach you some amazing tips. Well, the first step is actually me talking about YouTube. Now, I've been talking about YouTube awfully a lot with the previous two videos, so make sure to go check that out. But in short, I'm going to keep it very brief with this video because I actually want to dive into Fiverr and dropshipping in this video a little bit more. So what we're going to actually be doing is talking about YouTube, for example, and YouTube is very simple because I want you guys to actually be consistent, build a fan base, have some viewers coming in, and then do a call to action, which is basically be like, hey guys, you know what, if you guys like to hire me as your editor or hire me as this or anything, right? Sell a service, right, in your description. So that way you can have a link to a Fiverr, link to like any one of your websites where maybe you're selling merch, link to anything, right? This is something that I do, that actually how I make money. And plus, there are going to be some people that might click on that link that are, honestly, I for me personally, I get like a sell about maybe a couple times a week. So having this type of branch where you're building up a YouTube and then it just sprouts everywhere. So I would honestly say build YouTube first, and then that way you could sell other things later. So build that fan base first. But now let's actually talk about Fiverr, because this was actually the reason why I've been wanting to make this video. So Fiverr is actually in a very interesting spot, and this is something that I do. I actually sell editing services. But for you, in your case, I want you to think about something that you can sell, a service that you can sell. Because honestly, Fiverr is going to make you a lot of money very quickly, I would say. In my opinion, it does, because if you actually get some sales, you're gonna, because people are going to buy something, right? For me, it's the editing, right? So in my case, people need help for editing people's gaming videos. People are gonna purchase it. They're gonna leave some reviews, and right now, what you're gonna be needing is reviews. I see people that sometimes actually price their stuff way too high or way too low. So this is my tip on how I did it, right? Is that I actually priced it $5, $10, and $15 for the first 3 levels of Fiverr. And the reason why I was doing that is because I was chasing after reviews. And once I was starting to get reviews, I started to increase the price a little higher. So that's something that I recommend doing, because it also gets you experience from actually dealing with people and talking with them and seeing what they want from your service, right? So get reviews, start the price higher, and then move on to another area, another plant to start growing, right? That's what I'm going to be wording it as. And for me, another thing that I actually tried doing, and this is something that worked out for me, was actually drop shipping. Drop shipping was actually something that came up to me when I was actually talking to one of my friends, and one of my friends actually suggested that this is a great way for you to earn some money. So this is what I do. I actually have a lot of platforms that actually does dropshipping, but mostly I actually use AliExpress to actually find all my products. And this is all the tools that I use, and this is what I suggest you guys to be using as well. So first things first, does the product have a wow factor? Can it be bought in stores, or does it solve a problem, right? If majority of them is a yes, then I will honestly say that's a product is pretty good, right? But moving on, because we actually still have more questions on this, more tips that I think you guys should follow along with this. So I would either say, do a screenshot of this, so that way you can also have this, and then you guys can actually, learn from it when you guys are looking for a product, right? Like I said, I use AliExpress. AliExpress is what I use. There are other places that I'm gonna mention that you won't be on screen, but let's actually talk about it first right now. So is it targeted to a specific niche? Ask yourself that. Does it have a broad / mass appeal? Does it have a high perceived value? These are the things that you guys need to be asking yourself when you're actually looking for a product, right? Now, here's the things that isn't on screen right now, but something that you guys could write down in your notes if this is something that you want to do, right? You guys can actually use CJ dropshipping, which is actually another place that I do recommend. Now, keep in mind, I am going to make a video about this, diving more into dropshipping, but as of right now, I just want you guys to, if you guys are trying to make money right now, this is something that you should be doing. So make an account for AliExpress, and then make an account for your place that you want to sell stuff, right? Trust me, this is going to help you out, and don't worry, another video is going to be coming out very quickly, okay? So anyways, CG Dropshipping is a place that I absolutely like using. I use sometimes Alibaba.com. This is something that I use as well. And those are the things that I researched. Now, there's other things too. Like there is USA Shopify. Oh, sorry, there's Shopify. Then there's USA Dropshipping that you guys can look at it. It's also a very great way. There's also other tools that you guys can use to actually spend money on. Like one more time though, like I said, I am going to make a video about all of this. I'm just kind of using this as of right now to, let you guys know, okay? There's also Zendrop, Spocket. These are some other places that you guys can go and get some stuff, right? Zendrop is actually really fast for drop shipping, but it's also really expensive. And USA Drop is something that, it's in the USA. So there you go, right? So it's actually, for me personally, I have some bad experience when it comes down to USA Drop because it's kind of practically selling USA to another USA citizen. And I like going to other websites like AliExpress, which is basically, you're getting most of your products from China. And since the prices are very, very differently, you're going to make it work, right? Now, you want to actually sell everywhere. This is something that I totally recommend. You, for example, maybe do Marketplace right here, Facebook Marketplace, do eBay, do TikTok, do everything that you possibly can right here, because this is how you're going to be making so much money when it comes out to drop shipping. When it comes out to Facebook Marketplace doesn't really have necessarily a drop shipping feature, but what you guys can do, this is what I do. There's always some things around the house that you guys can sell. This is like you could do like sell VHS tapes. VHS tapes is actually what I sell to the Facebook Marketplace. And TikTok Shop is also a really great place as well. But keep in mind though, if you actually don't make it on time with your, to your customer, you're obviously going to get some punishments. Like the same thing with eBay. But TikTok Shop is actually how I made about $645 in like 1 month. So TikTok Shop is actually a really great way. I honestly look at it kind of like the meta. So and eBay is also good too, but eBay is actually much slower. So keep that in mind. So far with eBay, I made about like $1,000, but it wasn't as fast as TikTok though. I made $1,000, I think, in like 2 months. So not really the best way to do it, but it is still a good, decent way, right? And obviously there's Shopify, but I'm not including Shopify right now because Shopify is such a, everyone knows Shopify. And my rule of thumb is this: if you're going to do drop shipping, first things first, set up all these platforms, TikTok, eBay, anything that you can think of, and then actually start selling it. Even make a website if you want. There's actually Fourth Wall. I do have Fourth Wall, but the thing is though, I don't put those drop shipping products on my website. I actually do merch on my website. So these are the things that I recommend doing, because that way you're not actually spending any money. Like someone actually told me before, is that you don't want to actually have a business and then it'd be like a spending business. What you actually really want, actually make all these accounts, and this is just being free. It's all free. It's free to make a TikTok Shop account. It's free to make a Facebook Marketplace account. It's free to make an eBay account. These are all free. It's free to make a Fiverr account. And this is the way you're doing it, and you're going to be getting money back. And then you can reinvest that money into Shopify, Shopify is actually pretty good. Shopify actually did make me some pretty decent money as well, but you have to spend money in order to get Shopify up and running. So for that reason, I actually recommend actually doing all of this first and see if this is going to work out for you. Now, anyways, folks, that's pretty much it. I decided to make a very quick video on this. And if there's any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below and actually ask me what you guys are thinking about. And yeah, this is it. Anyways, folks, get to hustling.